development of national dementia strategy in FPIIH, is a participant and initiator of many research projects, and C. Cloud is a scientific research in PIH, dementia as epidemic of PH society. Currently, he is director of Center for Dementia in Sarajevo, that is a unique institution in Western Balkan. So you're welcome, Mr. Osman.
Thank you very much. My honor is be here. Thank you on Professor Magda, because we have a great and very good collaboration. So few years. My topic is the new era require new standards. And I'm coming from Bosnia and Herzegovina, a country in the heart of Balkan, one of the 6 countries of the former Yugoslavia. The transition of society from the beginning of the 90s, what's happened with this? Okay. The transition of society from the beginning of the 90s brought a change in the political and economic structure. Society passed through transition from socialism to capitalism with many expectations. At the same time, globally, society began to change under the incredible pressure of the technological revolution. Today, after 30 years, it is the right time for analyzing of the period, not only for the purpose of the writing history, but for a better understanding of current societies and newly formed needs. As we will see from the lecture, societies have outgrown their organizational form and exhausted their selves resources. Nowhere is this problem more evident than in the care sector for the elderly and people with dementia. Also, policymakers and key players seem to be unaware of the problems facing families. I believe that this is just a mask behind which they hide, delaying solutions. But let's look at the facts. The average age of the population is constantly growing. The average age is far over 40 years, according to official data. This is far from 90.5 years, which was the average age in 1945, when infrastructure and society were created. Only this data indicates that services, products, and infrastructure are the upper limit meeting the needs of the population. The average life expectancy at birth is about 75 years, while the actual life expectancy is about 80 years. However, with longer life, the gap between life expectancy and healthy life expectancy increases. This gap is certainly greater in real life, which complicates the overall situation. On this slide, let's look at how old societies really are and how old they will be, because the groups that are just arriving in the 65 plus group have 50% more people. The working population is melting away. What's about dementia? As the result of stigma, lack of knowledge, and level of awareness, later diagnosis of dementia, lack of post-diagnosis support, multidisciplinary and multi-professional support, deficiency services by the social and health sector, life lasting is twice shorter. COVID-19 discovered many problems in the social and healthcare system in the whole world and showed that these systems are not adjusted for older adults and sick. Bans and measures were not give expected results and probably will be proclaimed as totally unsuccessful idea. It can be trigger for substitution of a current system with improvement solutions that will be successful. What are the challenges in dementia care regarding COVID-19? Its detection and diagnosis of the COVID-19, implementation of COVID-19 protective measures, activities to prevent deterioration of the condition, hospitalization, monitoring person with dementia after vaccination. This issue do not achieve nor and reach and arranged environments. You see on this slide that Australia and rich countries have a big percentage of die people which have dementia. Direct impacts on the person affected by Alzheimer's disease has reflection on her or his psychological and emotional condition, what causing deterioration of behavior and faster cognitive decline. The impacts we can split on the internal impacts are consequence of Alzheimer's disease or worsening of the somatic condition. External impact as response on the incentive from environment. The final outcome is reflected on the stability, independence, and dignity of the affected person. New products in therapy of dementia are happy and good news. But at the same time, they are a burden to inadequate systems because due to the application of the therapy, the systems have to be more advanced and more dedicated to the patient. Without timely diagnosis and monitoring of the condition of the patient receiving therapy, new products cannot be introduced to the market. Then what can be summary? The many challenges follows aging and life is without visible content. Neglecting and life without dignity follows dementia. Lack of knowledge, a system without a multidisciplinary approach and post-diagnostic support follows healthcare system. Misunderstanding the needs of elderly and their full inclusion in society follows social system. Society is not ready to relax relations and include the elderly by accepting their contribution to society. So, what can be the future of care? It must be solution designed to solve the all mentioned issues and meet the needs of elderly and people with dementia. For the new era, we have to design new solutions in accordance with demography facts and migration flows, needs, capacities, and affinities of patients, knowledge, skills, and preferences of workforce. Made a new system which will be more human, centered toward patient, not to profit, but not without profit, which will be affordable, and sustainable, which will use all possibilities on disposal. Just a moment. Changes have to be through and not because of passion or old people. It is because society has exhausted own capacities and possibilities. New system will be new standard for life. In such a system, people living with dementia has the chance. In May will be held conference. New era require a new standards. Bridges between Central and Southeast Europe. You are invited to be visitors or presenters. Thank you very much. Thanks for attention.
Thank you very much, Mr. Osman, for your presentation. Yeah, now if there are any questions of this, of what Mr. Osman said.
If there are any other questions, I would like to thank Osman for this very interesting and very promising intervention. You suggest we have to work all together in order to succeed this future for patients with dementia, because as you said, there is a new medication, but this medication cannot cure the patient, and the patient does not understand that he's better, only delay the progression. So neither
limited time.
Neither the caregiver nor the patient understands that there is a medication. When we use the word medication, means that a patient taking the medication has a cure. So we have to organize the future of patients with dementia and caregivers in a new field, and we have to think about it.